Thank you for tuning in. Tonight we'll be discussing race in the Civil War. I know what you're thinking. The Civil War was mainly about race, but that's not our topic. Ours is one more universal, more noble, more pure. How race has left an impact on the collective unconscious and how Americans remember this today. We've a team of dedicated specialists introducing Griswold, oil tycoon, Fort Wagner enthusiast. Over to my left, we have Betsy Ross, ace cinematographer, budding sociologist, and Underground Railroad aficionado, and I'm your host, Illinois Roy McCoy. I'll be piloting you through this endeavor, leading you deep into the collective unconscious. We invite you to pop a bag of popcorn, pull up a pop, and enjoy yourself.
Excuse me.
I've been expecting you. Please have a seat. I'd offer you some coffee, but, well, I don't even have it. How can I help you?
Well, can you tell me what collective memory is?
Yes, I can. Do you see this mess?
Yes.
This is all dedicated to collective memory, so I think I might know a little something about it. Collective memory. A simple definition for collective memory is the way that society as a whole remembers something. To fully understand the term, however, it's important that you grasp the concept that collective memory is not always factual. You know what that means?
Yes.
That means it's not always true. As collective memory is passed down from generation to generation, perceptions may change as it is easily subject to bias. Okay? Text and media sources can skew the way we view certain events, so you remember them how they want you to. Can I help you with anything else?
No, thank you.
All right, well, I've got some candy.
That they're citizens, that they are good candidates for voting rights, to have different jobs, to have better jobs. So this does show their contributions. This shows their willingness to fight and to preserve the United States. Okay, so this is setting up the African Americans to have more power as voters. Okay. If you're an African American, you're not even a citizen. If you're an African American, you're not even a citizen.
Do you know anything about Black Confederates?
I just got off the elevator. I'm trying to go home.
No.
I'm trying to go home.
Black Confederates.
I don't know anything about Black Confederates. All right, Black Confederates. They're not real. It's all a big collective memory hoax. There's no such thing as Black Confederates.
You've got to be lying.
No, I'm not lying. There's no such thing as Black Confederates. You had slaves who were, indentured to their masters, were sent as stand-ins. There's no such thing as Black Confederates. I'm sorry. Can I get home? Can I go home now?
Tell me the truth.
To be home away from that whack job. But he's got me thinking. I mean, did I just take a cop out? There's only one thing to do. I gotta go to the Kenosha Civil War Museum and find out. Griswold is, well, out of the picture. Obviously, I'm not gonna call him. I'll call Betsy. I was just wondering if you wanted to come with me to the Kenosha Civil War Museum. Yeah, that crazy guy. You don't mind? Alright, I'll pick you up in the sociology mobile. Alright, see you in a bit. No, I know what you're thinking. There's nothing going on between us. Strictly Wolfpack. I'm so excited to find out about collective memory.
Hey, Brett.
Hey, Brett. How you doing?
Good. How are y'all?
Pretty good.
Okay. So what do we got going today?
Collective memory.
Collective memory.
Bam.
Good.
Yes. Curatorial Biasness and Black Confederates as well.
Ooh, good questions. Good questions. Well, as you can see, there's way too many people around here. I think we're gonna have to head upstairs where it's a little bit more private.
Oh.
Let's go.
Alright.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Come on. Let's go.
All right, come on.
Oh,
Alright, so
I'm
let's
taking
just
the
go.
elevator. You guys have to walk.
Alright. Okay, that was weird. So the curator is a weirdo.
It's making us walk.
Yeah, making us walk up the stairs. Wasn't expecting a collective memory workout. But, apparently this is it. This guy lives in a tower.
Oh gosh.
Woo! Yeah. Sickening. You look down there, there's a sociology mobile. It's got the top on it this time. It's all crazy. So where are we going? Are you pause? Woo! Sweat, man. Hey, what's up with Kanye's workout plan?
What took you all so long? Jeez.
Is that a serious question?
Seriously, man.
We took the stairs.
Okay, well, let's get to my office. It's a little bit more secure in there. Come on.
Okay.
Wow. Are there stairs to your office too, or what's
Right
up?
around the corner. Come on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
Tighten what the?
Tighten it
Why
up.
does he talk like that?
All right.
Alright.
Shut the door, please.
Alright.
Okay. What's this about? Thank you for
Thanks for coming
bringing
in.
us through that jungle gym workout thing. Yeah. So, can you just recap on curatorial bias?
Curatorial biasness basically is when the museum sort of influences collective memory by what they decide to collect.
Mhm.
If they collect, in the case of this museum, we collect objects related to the Upper Midwest, the 6 states of the Upper Midwest, and the Civil War. So therefore, we are not displaying a story about the Southern states, and we're not portraying that Southern story. So you're not going to see things like the African American story here, because at the time of the Civil War, there's not a huge presence of African Americans in the 6 states of the Upper Midwest. So we're sort of staying in, and we're very forceful in the way that we've decided to honor what's occurring in the past, but it also influences the bigger picture of what's going on in the future, the collective memory aspects.
Okay, so you would say then that no museum should go unquestioned.
I would definitely question any museum. Definitely, you should always question what's told to you.
Mhm.
Everyone has a aspect of their own biasness that goes into it. Some places have created exhibits that are very nostalgic of a certain time period. Why that certain time period? Because maybe they're commemorating their grandparents or their parents, their father. And that's out there. It's all these different things are very specific. The curators do have biases. They are working and they have an agenda. While it may be difficult to find, it's not necessarily an agenda. I guess it's more along the lines of what's going through their head, what story they're going to tell, and definitely question the museums. Museums are not completely unbiased. They do have biases, and that can be their collection policies. That can be the way that they educate. There are biases built in, just the same as you all have biases. So do we.
Okay. Interesting. Can you touch on Black Confederates?
Black Confederates is actually a really good question, because that works on a couple different levels with the collective memory of the Civil War. When you look at Black Confederates, people want to remember that there are blacks serving in the Confederacy, because that sort of destroys the idea that the Civil War was actually fought for slavery. If it's fought for slavery, then obviously blacks would not be fighting for the South.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a way that people have tried to remember the South, or that the people have tried to remember the Civil War as being something that it's not necessarily was about. And this is one of their ways of proving it was the Black Confederates. However, if you really do look down at the nitty-gritty and really try and look into the sources, that sort of doesn't really jive. And the other thing you have to do really remember is that the relationships between the masters and the slaves were very, very powerful. Even if they did serve, they were not serving because they volunteered, like we would volunteer for the armed forces nowadays. It was more because they were sort of maybe pushed into it.
Okay.
Okay.
You touched upon the dichotomy of the slave and the master. Would you say that blacks who may have aided the Confederacy in any way, those, I don't know what you say, folks may have eventually led to popular ideas such as Uncle Tom?
That could be true, but I'll let you guys do a little bit more research on that and really trying to link the past with the future.
You questioning my research right now?
No, I'm not questioning your research.
I
I'm
just wanna make
inquiring if you would do some more research on something like that.
Like research in this book.
Oh!
Leave that book alone.
Hey!
What?
Wolfpack member, you don't do that.
Whoa!
Alright, yeah.
Watch this stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Alright, so thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Watch
you.
yourselves on
Thank
the
you.
way out the doors.
Alright, we will.
And be safe out there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah. Oh my goodness.
he just did that. Okay. Wow. You made this really awkward. Thanks. Goodbye.
He was just. I should have asked him a question about the Underground Railroad. I completely forgot.
Yeah,
He was
well,
just so
Yeah, weird. I know.
Whoa! How did you get there?
Wasn't his
There's
office?
an office. There's a problem.
Yeah, how'd you get
What's
there?
the
That's the
problem?
problem.
That's not the problem. The problem is if you go to an underground railroad spot, you have to know that it might not be real. All towns like this have underground railroad spots, but we don't know if they're real because there's no documentation. It's a secret place.
Alright, back at home now. I got a little something to bring to Griswold tomorrow at the office. Maybe we can get down to the bottom of the Black Confederacy conspiracy, find out a little bit more about the Underground Railroad, and, I just don't feel like I know quite enough about Fort Wagner. We'll bring all the pieces to this mystery together. Leading you to another segment of Black's Civil War collective memory. Alright, I'm down here in the dungeon. Alright, it's a scary place. Alright, this is a think tank. Through this door we have Griswold Adams, the Fort Wagner enthusiast. Let's see what he's been up to, huh? I'm just gonna knock on the door. Oh. Alright, yeah, let's,
I see you've come to visit.
Yeah.
Everything in my office has to do with Fort Wagner here. As you can see, my young staff of Padawans pondering the subject of Fort Wagner.
What's this? Okay.
Lunch break.
Alright.
Let me take you over here since my computer doesn't work down in this dungeon. I'll tell you a little bit about the movie Glory. Filmed in 1989, starring Denzel Washington and Matthew Broderick. The film covers the 54th Massachusetts Regiment. Now, in the final scene of the film, the black soldiers charge Fort Wagner. But here we see a collective memory created. We'll see the white Federals in the movie actually cheering on their black counterparts.
You're filming. Thank you. Thank you as well.
So I'm here, I'm trying to find my girl Betsy Ross. I just want to find out a little bit about the Underground Railroad. I think he's been on it a few times. Let's go find out.
Oh my God. Right.
I knew you'd be looking for me.
Alright, I heard you know this topic pretty well.
What topic?
What's the Underground Railroad?
Well, the Underground Railroad
You guys
was
be
it?
quiet, please. I'm trying to study.
We're having a conversation.
Go somewhere else.
The Underground Railroad was a secret escape route for slaves in the during the Civil War.
I'm just sending a complaint to you guys. This is absolutely out of line. It's a library.
Griswold, I'm glad you came to find me the other day, and I'm sorry about the mess in the library, but I decided I'd get some more of my research together to give you a better explanation about the Underground Railroad. It was the only chance an African American had at escaping this demeaning lifestyle, and slaves would leave during the nighttime they went by foot and they would hide in stations or houses along the way, usually in the basements. Some slaves even ran as far as Canada to escape the South, and it's rumored that the Milton House near us in Wisconsin was to be a part of the Underground Railroad, but nobody can find out if that's true or not because there's nothing written down about everything during that time.
Did you look up your project on Wikipedia to find out more information?
Yeah, I actually edited it too. The movie Glory has a whole page. I put some stuff in there, you know.
What happened after that?
Nobody really changed it. Nothing happened, so I guess I cited my sources pretty good and everything went alright.
So that means you can put anything in Wikipedia that you want?
Yeah, that's the thing. Anything can go on Wikipedia. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's open to opinion and bias also. So, what'd you do?
I put in another story about Henry Brown under the folk tales, but somebody took it out. I don't know if I cited it correctly.
Why do you think they took it out?
Probably because they wanted their page to be how it already was. They didn't want an extra story in there. Maybe we should ask Rory.
What was the question?
Tell us about Wikipedia, everything you know.
Everything I know about Wikipedia. Well, children, I know a lot. I would actually fancy myself as a bit of a Wikipedia scholar. Wikipedia, it's like an online encyclopedia, if you didn't know. Anyone can upload information, which also means that it's not the most reliable. For instance, I remember one project, I researched Merlin the Wizard. The first sentence was, Merlin was a pimp. That's a true story, I'm not making that up. I myself uploaded some information on black Confederates about how they didn't exist. Nobody challenged this claim because if they had, I would have smited them. See, Iron Fist. That's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wolfpack! 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 Pack Wolf! Betsy! Griswold! Roy! Wolfpack! Hannah McGilligan! Her hair looks like Silly Buddy! We did this project on our lappy toppies.